I'm still trying to prepare and get my stuff set up, but um I wasn't planning on doing a live stream, but I just decided to do one because you know what? Why the hell not? So it was gonna be a very laid back live stream. I'm gonna be doing a handful of stuff, essentially. A lot of weapon stuff. Just a lot of weapon stuff because we have a crap ton of weapons that we're adding into the game, and well, we need to add a bunch of sockets to it so they can deal damage, and so on and so forth here. So first of all, I need to move Crewin over here. We're on game capture, so let me get right screen on here, and then we're gonna bring the one that has the regular sockets on my other screen so that I can just make sure I am doing this correctly, and then so on and so forth. Sorry, we're going on a trip starting tomorrow, and I'm trying to get a couple last things done because I pretty much have until 5:30 before we gotta start packing when my wife gets home. So if I can get stuff done, for that, that'd be kind of great. And I think I figured out the answer to a lot of my stability issues with my computer. I think it was because of the Alienware program. I switched to MSI Afterburner and it seems to be running without issue. The only thing I'm trying to do is find out how not to have Alienware Command Center run on startup. It still runs, and it kind of it is definitely conflicting with MSI Afterburner. So the sooner I can get through and figure out how to turn off MSI Afterburner on startup, um, we should be good. So I turned off the overlay, so that should help a little bit. I don't want to outright delete it, so I just gotta figure out how to turn it off. But anywho, so I did announce that the update will be released on September 15th ish. That is a Sunday, and I might end up releasing it 13th at night, so that way people can play it on the weekend. So that is the current plan there, but we still have a ton of weapons to add, and do a lot of stuff over the next couple weeks, and it's one of the main issues that we have. So one of the things we have here is the AI Flaming Ice Spawner. Whenever they spawn and all the enemies start to like do stuff, it tends to severely mess up the game a little bit in terms of how the AI is being used. So that is a bug that we're gonna have to fix before final release, but won't be in this update. So we are starting at axe number 7. So I have like a bunch of different axes. So if we do axe 07 and show in folder view assets and do static meshes, these are the weapons that we're doing, and the new ones are before I figured out how to add the sockets to make them actually be in the right way, so I don't have to export all of them in Blender and then make edits to them myself. But essentially, I think we have like 8 knives, 9 axes, 9 blunt weapons, and 10 pole arms, and like 13 swords. So, and that's just with inside this folder alone. There's a lot more, but um, so what we have, and if I open up my item data here, that's quest. Do I have item? Oh, I do not have item data open. So let's get item data open here. So this is a database of all the items that we have in the game here. And as we come down here, I'm creating a bunch of like beheading axes. And this is just like placeholder names. Beheading axe. So pretty much how things are going to work when we have multiple designs for a single type of weapon, if we, well, that's all right there still. If we open up this pickup item, which we haven't created this yet, the actual like individual item pickups, but if we come to be, God, I really need to clean my mouse so my scroll wheel works. I'm just zooming in, and this is what happens. So if we do begin play, all this fun stuff, trying to find stuff. Trying to find out where it's at. I think it's right here. Yeah, on character interact, add item to inventory. So I think this is what we're gonna do. So essentially, we have to figure out a way to create a array that has all the different models and information and then plug it into this. So on construct, on the construction script, which looks like there's already a decent bit of stuff here. So this data setup, this is what we need. So we need to be able to edit the quantity, which is going to say 1, and then item data. So essentially, we need to create a method right here. And I don't, can you create methods in the construction script? So pretty much we're just going to create a method right here that allows me to create a bunch of different data setups and plug them into item info. So that way we can go through and have one blueprint for that specific item. And that way we can have multiple names, like multiple different models for an item and like with the same name. And it'll kind of like help increase the what's the word I'm looking for? I guess immersion. So there's 3 sockets we need. We need the VFX socket, and I am like super far back. I don't feel comfortable. I just don't feel comfortable in this chair anyway. I've had this chair for like 6 years now. I do plan on getting a new chair in the next like the next year or so. I don't know if I'm gonna get a gaming chair, if I might get like one of those like executive type office chairs that are like leather and comfy. So, or I might like this is a respawn chair from Sam's Club that was like $100, and it's not that comfy. And I might get one of the better ones. I might get one of the ones where you can like custom design the chair itself, but we'll get there when we get there. So VFX socket is on the edge of the sword or the handle of whatever weapon. Then we have socket 0. Socket 0 is going to be like at the edge of the sharpness of the blade. And then we have, I need socket 2, which is going to be at the beginning of the blade as well to give it like the hitbox type thing here. So if we load up Black Hollow Capital, we have to get all of these items and that pickup item in that level. Just makes things easier. Let her load. Make sure it's the current level. Move everything to current level. There we go. So now it's all gone. Ready now. Turn on game mode so we can actually see things easier here. And now inside item data, we just did axe number 7, so we need to test item beheading number 4. This one. And there is a bug because I haven't actually went in and changed the items yet. What is it? Beheading, is it this one that has the right one? Yeah, so let's just double check, make sure this is it. And I created like a custom socket on my character for my non default weapons that came with the system to pretty much increase the flexibility that I have and decrease the workflow that it takes. So like go through Blender, flip the weapon around, make sure it's aligned correctly, put it back in Unreal Engine, and stuff like that. So there are some issues that I found, and we'll go over them in a second as soon as we kind of just get our stuff. So let's make sure it's this one, not that one. This one. All right, so here we go. We have our axe in the game. Equipped. And let's take a look and see if we can fight an enemy and just show you guys what happens when we kill one. And how things are broken. So this is the error that we're getting. If we pretty much have to take like a whole second to load something, which is all the UI and everything. So and for some reason audio is being played on there. So now it's you only need to kill one so you can see what happens. There we go. So let's see, on all kill 10 Flaming Eye, it went up to 3 because we have 3 when we killed 1. So pretty much it's just completely broken. I gotta take this, so give me a second. Alright. Anywho, I wanna split these on and switch audio from my Rift headset to these. There we go. Alright. So we have two more axes to do stuff with. Only one of which actually is being used. And we're gonna quickly fix the sockets for all of our existing weapons. Iron axe. Is this not it does need it. There you go. And this is my upside down pirate sword. So there we go. That's good so far. So let's create our VFX socket. Bring it down. And socket 0 and socket 2. Bring first socket up. And socket 0 also going to come up here. Okay. Now same thing here. VFX socket 0, socket 2, and then I accidentally made a third one, so let's get that out of the way here. All right. Again, with socket 0 going to the very edge, then socket 2 coming out to the start the handle, like so. And that gets two more weapons out of the way. And we don't have them ready yet, but we are going to start creating icons for each of them. So axe, comma, 0, 2. That doesn't help. Hold on, is it doing axe underscore underscore? That's dumb. I feel like we should try and figure out the axes that look like these. So axe underscore 17. Whoop. Like so. And like axe 03 looks like axe underscore underscore 2. I guess. But pretty much I want to focus on getting all of these weapons with the correct sockets. So that way we can go on to the next one. And I will be back in just a moment. I have to go check on something again, so I will be back. Alright, I am back again, and I actually want to get my stream deck on. I don't usually have this on, but I want to have it on. Alright, awesome. So I can close that out and bring ourselves back to... There we go. Huh. So, we finished all the axes. That's nice. Now we need to do all the blunt weapons. And I wish you could mass create them. So now they're all open. And we use the blunt weapons, like maces, an axe, whatever you want to call this thing. You know, some maces, that. Pretty much like some hammers, a regular mace, you know, just things, essentially. So, these ones are going to be a little bit different, I'm guessing. So, obviously, the bottom gets a VFX socket. We can actually take a look at the dagger. And we can take a look at how the dagger is used. If it doesn't get mad at me. So now we can head back, just we have all these. Alright, so the dagger has the regular socket outside, the effect socket at the base of the sword. So let's try it. Blunt 1, the effects socket. Now let's bring dagger to this screen so I can see it. Socket 0. And I definitely did not need to bring up the help section, so let's get that out of the way. So, socket was like right here, and then socket 0 was like probably different because of how this works. So let's create a weapon real quick. Let's create a copy of Beheaded. And we're gonna call this blunt axe. And then we're gonna do blunt 01. And then there's not anything. So let's just use axe 14 for now. And then let's change this pickup to what was it called again? Oh, it's still weapon axe beheading 6. That's whatever. Alright, let's press play, see how it looks on this, because this might need to be a two-handed weapon. I'm not sure yet, and we're going to find out here very shortly how it looks. Maybe. My encoding's overloading a lot. So let's make sure everything's right. So let's put everything at high settings, 1440. And let's do near. Let's do medium shadow quality and medium texture. Kind of improves performance a little bit, not by much.